everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sari and this is day 22 of the Simplify Your Life Challenge for 2022. This challenge was inspired by an ebook by YouTuber muchelleb. I will link her channel and the ebook in the bar down below. There is also a playlist where you can follow along with the whole series from start to finish. I will link that on the screen. And with that, let's get into day 22, decide where you put your money. Now that we've done all of this decluttering, we need to build habits so that we keep spaces decluttered. If we finish this and then immediately go back to our old way of doing things and bring in a bunch of new replacement clutter, we're undoing all of the hard work we've just done. This week's challenge then is working towards helping us keep our newly decluttered spaces free of things that do not serve us, while also freeing up our finances for things that do. This challenge is about being intentional in how you live, and a big part of that is looking at how, where, and why you spend your money. By being mindful and intentional with our spending, the hope is that we won't have to go through this enormous declutter process again and again and again. So here's what we're going to do from the ebook and Sarah at yesandyes.org. 1, evaluate your transactions for the last month. You can even do this for 3 months if you want to really get a good sense of things. It's up to you. Print out your bank statement or screenshot it and open it in an editing software that you're familiar with. You need to be able to highlight and otherwise kind of mark up this document. So make sure you can write comments and make highlights. Highlight in orange the purchases that were necessary. So bills and groceries and gas, etc. Highlight in green the purchases that truly added value to your life. Not just stuff I enjoyed buying at the time, but things that added real actual value as dictated by all of those guiding questions you set throughout this challenge. Highlight in pink or in red the purchases that didn't add value to your life. This is the frivolous stuff, the things you know don't have a place. The things that you know you would declutter or already did declutter if you went back and did that declutter again. The things that you buy that you don't care about. The places you go and the things that you do and the events you attend that you don't care about. This can be difficult parsing all of these if you purchased a bunch of things at once. So what if at Target you bought groceries, decor that features prominently in your room and you love, and also 5 random things you don't care about? I'm not really sure how to handle that, but my suggestion is that if you can, you go back and find the receipts and you kind of make a note of what percentage or how much you spent out of that total number on each of those things. Figure out some way to make yourself a note of how to break that down if you're able to. 2, decide where you will put your money in the future. Look at your highlighted list of transactions and compare those against both your moments of light list and your things I do and don't care about list. From here, you should be able to start parsing out your money into things you're obligated to spend money on whether you want to or not, things you buy sometimes that truly add value to your life, and things that you buy that don't add value and you're basically wasting money on. Only you can decide this, and it will be personal, so I can't really give you strong guidance on this, but here's some things to consider. Are there things that you considered necessary purchases that you can get rid of because they don't actually serve you or you don't care about them? If your TV or streaming service bills are adding up and you don't even watch them because you don't have time to keep up with it, or you don't care, or there's nothing on that platform that you want, or whatever, can you stop paying those bills? Why are you paying for streaming services you don't need? If your newly decluttered space is way too big for what you decided you need to own, is there a way that you can move into a smaller space and possibly save money on rent? Do you actually need to own 2 cars? Or with your new lifestyle, can you get away with 1? From looking at the moments of lights list in conjunction with your list of things you care about and your worthwhile expenditures, you should be able to break down where you want to keep spending money that isn't tied up as obligated, and what you can cut to make sure that there is more of that non-obligatory money going around for the stuff you want. The ebook calls this high value spend and low value spend, and has a really nice section to break those things down for you. So I'm going to share some of that with you here. Essentially, the goal is to prioritize high value spending and cut low value spending from your life wherever possible. So here's some examples of high value spending. Things that give you more time to do what you love and or make your life more convenient. So a dishwasher, a meal service, a cleaning service, etc. If you're just like, look, I hate cleaning my house and I don't want to do it, is there a way you can shuffle some income around to pay someone to do that for you? Maybe. Wouldn't that be cool? Things you've always wanted to do. So take a special vacation, go back to school, take a class, something you've thought, I've always wanted to do this thing, but I've never had enough money and time and space in my life to do that. Now that we're making space, is there a way we can make money as well by cutting out unimportant stuff? Maybe. Look into that. Things to build your happiness. This means, of course, actual happiness, not 5 seconds of ooh sparkly gratification, like truly real actual happiness. Things to build your knowledge or your confidence. So a book, an online course, anything to help you get better at what you love doing or what you want to do. Travel and other experiences, big or small, whatever you want. It can be a thing down the street or it can be a major international vacation. It's up to you. Just like, I've always wanted to go here. Can I shift some funds around to go there? That's a good use of your money if it's something you've always wanted to do. Gifts for others, especially those people who you have said, yeah, I'm not coming to your event. Send them a really nice gift and they'll probably be less mad that you weren't there. Donations to causes that you care about. Things that will make you money. Things that will increase your overall health and well-being. Things you actually need and will bring you joy. So this is things that fit into your decor and your decluttered space and your wardrobe, and you're genuinely lacking in, and you think, I really need this piece of furniture and not this piece of furniture. That's probably a good spend. After you've thought about where you want to put your money, it's time to think about where you don't. So 3 is, where will you stop putting your money? These are the low value spends. This is the stuff you don't care about. Anything that's highlighted in pink or in red on your bank statement that doesn't bring value to your life. All that stuff is just wasting money that you could be using for things on this high value spend list, or saving, or putting towards stuff that you totally do care about. So again, look at your bank statements and your list again and decide where to stop putting your money. Cancel subscriptions you don't want. Cut out anything that's not serving you in some way and make it a personal policy to not put money towards those things anymore. If you have a high interest loan or a credit card, is there a way you can refinance it? Is there a way you can find something with a lower interest rate so you're not wasting money on fees and interest? Can you make it a point to pay off your credit card each month so that they never charge you the interest in the first place? Find all of the places that you can cut out wasted, wasteful, and low value spending and cut it. The ebook also includes some examples of low value spending, so I'll give you some of those here. Experiences or events that you don't enjoy. Unnecessary bank fees, overdraft fees, transfer fees, interest fees. Don't pay them if you don't have to. Low quality or excessive clothing or clothes that don't fill a genuine need or space in your wardrobe, or stuff that doesn't look good on you, or stuff you didn't even like in the first place. The latest makeup trend or palette that looks just like 3 other palettes you already have. Educational resources you have no plan to use. Memberships you don't use, like gym memberships, online communities, etc. Subscription boxes, unless you immediately use every item sent to you. Spur of the moment purchases. Assorted knickknacks that don't spark joy and you'll probably just declutter later. Food you don't even want to eat. After you've done that, budget and automate your money. Now that you have decided where to spend and where not to spend, ask if there are ways that you can automate your savings so that you're spending on or saving towards your experiences that you value. I've set up saving streams in Digit, not sponsored, but I have a code you can use for a free month or something like that. It costs $2.99 a month, which to me is worth it to not have to spend all of my time manually moving my money around. In Digit, you can set saving streams and savings goals and a threshold to save towards. And you can set up a don't let my savings account go below X dollars because it will auto withdraw from your account. So make sure you set that threshold of, hey, leave me at least this much money so you don't overdraw my account. Digit will automatically move money from your checking account or your savings account, whatever you give it, into these various savings streams. It doesn't earn interest there, so keep that in mind, but it does help you stay organized and track progress towards things and experiences that you actually want. Here are some steps that you can take to help you feel hopefully less money stress overall. Set up a recurring direct deposit into an in case of emergency savings account. I do this bi-weekly on the day of my paycheck. A certain amount of my paycheck goes straight into my savings account where I have it. It's just there and it saves itself and I don't have to think about doing that. And then if something comes up, I have that money. Set up a recurring direct deposit or transfer to an account for any loans you have to pay off. Just shoot them straight in there. Pay off the loans. You don't even have to think about when is my loan payment due? Oh, I missed it. How much am I supposed to pay? Etc. Just automate that. Set up a recurring direct deposit or transfer for any bills that need to be paid. This gets tricky for me. I cannot do auto bill pay because I will overdraft my checking account, so your mileage may vary here. Set up a recurring direct deposit or transfer to a life expenses account for things like car services, home repairs, etc., so that you can say, okay, I need this repair done. I have this much money. Let's do it. Or here's how much I still need to save towards that thing before we get it done. Can we make that happen? Don't go overboard with sectioning out your money. Make sure you have the big things covered and stay mindful of how you're using the rest. It's not worthwhile to be like down to the penny or have 20 different streams because then what are you transferring, like 25 cents into one of them every day? Keep it broad and manageable so that you can stay on top of it and you're actually making meaningful progress towards those things. 5, put your priorities where you can see them. Get out a blank sheet of paper and write at the top 5 places you want your money to go. Put it somewhere you can see it, especially somewhere that you'll see it when you're spending. So in your wallet or in your bag, on your computer if you're an online shopper, and think to yourself, is whatever I am about to buy more important to me than these 5 things? Maybe it is at the time, and that's fine. But if you have that list, you'll always have that mental check. 6, set up a wish list. I love doing this. You can do it via any number of sites or stores, or you can just write it out. But wish lists are super helpful in getting you to mindfully spend your money. If I'm thinking about buying something, or I'm casually browsing and I see something that I think I want, I will add it to a wish list instead of just buying it. Most of the time, I end up forgetting about it and then revisiting my wish list and going, oh yeah, that thing. I guess I don't really need it because I literally forgot about it for 3 months. And then I delete it. And if not, it stays with me as something I do actually truly want. And that indicates to me that maybe that's a purchase worth making. The bonus of a wish list is that you can also easily share many of them with family and friends so that they have a list of things that you definitely want for when they're buying you a gift. That also will make you consider if you really want a thing. Like, do I need someone to buy me X random thing I added in a late night shopping binge as my birthday gift, or do I want them to give me something I actually want? Would I value this item? So it helps you kind of pare down this wish list and say, like, that is not a thing I want as a gift. Like, I don't even want people to know that I want that. Probably just delete that from your list then. If you're considering buying something, add it to the wish list and keep it there for at least a week, preferably more, before buying it. Go back, revisit, see if that thing is still sparking something in you that is making you want to make that investment. For wish lists, I use Karma, which is super helpful. You can add it as a browser extension and a phone app, and I can share the items to the app or the extension and organize them into sublists, which I can share to other people and they can easily access it and see if I want. Again, not sponsored, just telling you what I use, really recommend it. By simplifying your spending habits, you're doing the work to live your life more intentionally. And you're working towards staying on track with all of this declutter stuff. You're not going back to the way you were before we started this journey. You're saying, I'm going to be mindful about what I bring into my space and my life. I'm going to be mindful about how I give my money to things. And I'm going to take back that control and that power across every aspect of my life that I'm in. So give yourself a huge congrats and a celebration for that one. Probably something that doesn't cost money, but you know, if you want to treat yourself to a meal out because that is something that's on your moments of lights list and you think, you know, that is a high value spend for me, cool. You do what you want. Let me know, as usual, how this went. Are you good at budgeting this stuff or no? Were there major surprises on your bank statements that you're like, wow, I do spend a lot of unnecessary money on stuff I definitely don't need to buy. I know I spend unnecessary money on stuff I don't need to buy and I buy it anyway. So that's a separate problem that I'm working through. But let me know how you did. Let me know how this went for you and how you're feeling. Are you feeling empowered? Like, yes, we are saving for this thing now. I hope so. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. And if you want to hear more from the series, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.